Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you're probably already looking at the Arcana setup going, dude, you already did a Dragonfall episode. What's up? Why are you doing another one? Well, I got an interesting tip from from someone who commented on my last video, saying that if you have one of the dragon spells as a signature, and you also have Dragonfall, it'll cast the spell that's under signature without using it. Now, it doesn't seem to work here, but maybe it'll work in the actual dungeon, who knows. Anyway, right now, because of the critical hit setup, because of, multiple hit stuff, we're going with the Analytical Monocle, because there's nothing that increases the critical hit rate for projectiles, so we're just going with what we got. Then we're using Bolt Rail, Dragonfall, and Dragon Arc. So let's see this. Let's see if I can become the Lord of the Dance. Lord of the Dragons. Lord of the Dragon Dance. There we go. Let's make this happen. First opponent, Atlas. At least we're getting him out of the way early. And we've got plenty of time to get ourselves set up for... Oh, it works. It totally works, and it doesn't use it up at all. It's just essentially just a perma boost. And because it's launching Dragon Arcs right alongside it, I don't need anything to act as a paralytic agent first. All right, so this shows potential. It also means that Dragonfall is better than I gave her credit for. Oh, of course, I somehow hit poison. You guys suck. Your poison sucks. And you know what? Atlas sucks too. That calcifying bone mail, though, that doesn't suck. Alright, so Dragonfall has kind of elevated itself a little bit. No longer am I too concerned with how to get a slow Arcana to hit, because I can just use Dragon Arc, or I guess Dragon Surge would work too. What about Dragon Circuit? No one cares about Dragon Circuit. And I can... Okay, what do we got? Defeating foes lowers active cooldowns. That would actually help quite a bit for Dragonfall, because it's got a huge cooldown. Jewelry box. Yeah, definitely going with that. And then we'll see what Iris has for sale. And if nothing she has is all that useful, no, go back and get the jewelry box. No. See, you offer me the ancient fountain pen, and you're going to give it to me now. By the way, I don't like this room, like, at all. Yeah, that room can kiss my ass. That was stupid. That wasn't even the game being unfair. That was just me going, he'll never hit me. I have nothing to worry about. Are you sure about that? There are days in which I wonder if I'm just the physical embodiment of hubris. For those of you who don't know what the word hubris means, it essentially is overconfidence. Oh Christ. Get out of here. Oh, you're in trouble now. It's only like 85 musketeers. What, are you counting each one of your dragons as a musketeer? Wouldn't you? But with this tip in mind, and with how strong Dragon Arc is as a signature, I've essentially become the Lord of the Dragons. And with this newfound power, shall I take over the world and break a piñata. There we go. Anything good? Yes! Oh, Dynamic Disarray. Oh, you've made me a happy, happy boy. Not only does this work great with my build, but it's also just a good spell. We will power up Bolt Rail. Nothing else here is really standing out. I don't need Spark Array, but thank you. we'll go back and get the jewelry box. And do we have any other combat rooms? Basically, I want to make sure we go down to the next floor with as much money as possible. Oh, criminy. Submit to the Lord of the Dragons! You are a fool to think you could combat me with your mortal might. You only have 500 hit points, that's not important. How dare you have an awkward range to your spells? Oh, okay. Getting tired of you. Alright, that was not a good first floor. I took way too much damage. That was not right. Hello, squeaky chair. How dare I want to change positions. Oh look, it's this room! I hate this room. Yeah, I see you there, you little cycloptic asswipe. There. Take that room real carefully, because they will trap you in those hallways and laser beam you to death. You silly fools. Oh, I see two things here I want. A little bit of armor and a little bit of a base damage improvement. Ooh, I love the idea. Now we just need to see if we can earn enough money. Yeah, I see your reflect barrier. I may be a fool, but I'm not that much of a fool. Also, I'm noticing that my X button is a little sticky, so I am probably going to have to clean off my controller in the near future. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. I want to try to hit that last one before combat starts. Alright, they're all actual treasure chests. Hahaha! You've got nothing. I told you, I'm the Lord of the Dragons. I could not possibly succumb to your inferior might. You know, unless I miss all of my attacks. Then, you know, maybe. Even still, you'd all need to be, like, standing in the right line to do it. But still. Ah! Kick the barrel! Okay, so we have enough to afford those 2 relics. Now we just need to see if there's any spells that are worth taking. Ow. Shocking! Oh, I'm a genius. We don't need to worry about beating the Dragon Lord, we'll just wait for him to beat himself. But I never said the Dragon Lord was smart. No, no, no. Get over here and get dead. Thank you. Alright. So where is Iris? We've explored 88% of the map, and I have not seen hide nor hair of her. We also haven't seen whoever's at the Ruby Gate yet. Well, here's Iris. You're gonna try to tempt me with crashing meteor? But it won't do you any good. I also saw engulfing fissure there. Again, why are you trying to tempt me with what could possibly be one of the worst spells in the game? Wait, where's the Ruby portal? Have I seen? Oh, it's Nocturne. Okay. I could always gamble with him for a good arcana, but not sure it's necessary. Anyways, let me take these two. Yeah, we've got seven relics already. It's not even Tuesday. Ah. Told you, Lord of the Dragons. I may make some mistakes here and there, but I'm still the undisputed champion. No, I'm not going to go spend 150 gold to gamble with Nocturne. Instead, we're just going to move on. I'm hoping to find more Dragon Arcana, but like I said last time, it's very unlikely that you will. But even with just one, it's still... Dragonfall is still very effective, even if you only have one. One, two, three, haha! There we go. Yes, my will is stronger than Diamond. I'm the Lord of the Dragons, haven't you heard? And yes, we will take that. Plus, Raging Inferno will be really good against Shu. So, and also if you haven't seen how Raging Inferno works, it works very well with critical hit builds. And I would demonstrate, except for right now is more of the time to just... No, now I can demonstrate. Okay, I'll demonstrate in the next room. See what I mean? So yes, Raging Inferno is a wonderful addition to my Arcana. Plus it basically makes an entire area impenetrable to the enemy. Ooh, Raging Inferno. Sweet, just randomly throw crap. Doesn't matter if it hits or not. Oh, it's a thing of beauty when it all works out the way it should. Or to put it another way, I love it when a plan comes together. Those of you who are too young to know, that is a catchphrase put together by the A-Team. It was their leader, whose name I can't remember at this point, because the only two people of the team that anyone remembers are Face and B.A. Baracus. But oh, hello. Yes, I do want that. Don't even need to think about it twice. Stupid. Not bad. Evade all critical hits. Now, if I find Nox and he's willing to give away the Crimson Clover, then definitely. After all, the Crimson Clover is definitely part of the end game for when you're using the Awe Cloak. And it's good anyway, it's just a big old bonus to your base critical hit rate, but with the Awe Cloak, it's just about game over. So you can just tell the entire trial to kiss your ass at that point. There we go. Hey, even at minimal charge, it's pretty good. Hey, sir, I don't appreciate your gumption that I'm just gonna sit there and take your punishment. There we go. It's like a symbol of perfection, and one would expect nothing less from the Dragon Lord. They got one spell done. Oh, what's that? A bunch of wind elemental kin? Hold on, what's this? BAM! Oh, you didn't stand a chance. You silly bastards. They thought they could take on the Dragon Lord. Ha 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 ha! I laugh at your foolish attempts. Ha ha, I say. And, oh, what do you have? Oh, I can see what those binoculars do. All projectile arcana deal increased damage, but melee arcana damage is reduced. Well, I don't have a single melee arcana. You know, unless they count Bolt Rail, but last I checked they didn't. What does that do? Charge basics take longer. Okay, increase armor. I think I am going to take this. How much does it boost damage by? Plus 15, minus 15. Okay. I don't see a Dragon Arcana there, Iris. That's really about the only thing I'd be interested in purchasing right now, and it's not there. I'm just saying. Alright, so binoculars are pretty good for a specific type of build, but even without it, it's... If you just have a couple of good projectile arcana, definitely worth it. Now, of course, you're going to get more out of that from single hit arcana, like, you know, exploding fireball or, pardon me, or the knockout boulder. You'll definitely get more, or ice spear, I guess. You'll get more out of it from arcana that are bigger single hit damage than multi-hit damage, but, I mean, 15% is still 15%. Oops. Ah, stupid exploding barrels. Okay, they got a couple of lucky blows in, but I still profess that there's no challenging the Dragon Lord. Also, I'm noticing just how much it's empowering, my ability to get smacked around by everything. But yeah, how much this is all empowering Dragonfall is real nice. To say nothing of when Dragonfall lands a critical. Woo! You don't often see damage coming in the triple digits, but when it happens, you know you've done something right. There we go. Alright, definitely gonna need to take a cleaning cloth to this controller after this run. Yeah, 156 damage critical? How great is that? I will take it just because it's, you know, it's there and it's free. You know, Iris, I'm still noticing a particular lack of Dragon Arcana here. Like, I don't know if you know this, but if it's not a dragon, I'm not interested. Because I found everything I need along the way. Hello. Have anything interesting for me? Anchor of Burden, but at the moment, I would rather have something that does critical hits. So I think I'm going to save that last Arcana slot for later. Again, if I happen to come across Crimson Clover, well, there you go. Also, Anchor of Burden lowers your movement speed, so, you know. It's usually not something that I'm too worried about, but... You know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Because in this game, flat-out armor doesn't do as much for... And I don't even have any armor, by the way, but flat-out armor doesn't do as much for you as your movement speed does. The movement speed not only helps with just flat-out dodging attacks, but it's also pretty much your first line of defense in battle, because you not only do you need to dodge, but you also need to reposition frequently. Especially if you play the way I do, where you can only aim in 8 directions, because your more increases duration of your shock status effects. Actually, I like that. But yeah, it's very important to position yourself properly, especially if you play the way I do, and you're basically working with only being able to fire in 8 directions because you use the control pad. It's mostly because that's what I'm used to when I play top-down games, so it's just what I stick with. It's nothing against people who play keyboard and mouse, and it's nothing against people who use the control stick on a gamepad. I just prefer the D-pad. I don't have a strong reason for it, aside from what I've already explained. And right there is the reason why Chaotic Rift is the best charge. Look at that, he got 2 cycles and he was done. Oh man. The power! Oh hi! That will actually be a little bit more useful in the next area because of the water-based enemies resisting fire. No matter what you may think, Freya, no matter what you may hear, I am still the Lord of the Dragons, and I will prove to you my power. I will prove it to you by smashing your face in this trial. That seems a little violent. Aren't there better ways of proving who you are? Well, yes, but not in this game. You don't win the chaos trials through diplomacy. If you could, this would be more like Star Trek levels. No disrespect to Star Trek, because I do appreciate how many of the episodes were dealt with through diplomacy instead of just balls to the wall of action. Just something that more recent iterations of Star Trek seem to have, failed to understand, is that it wasn't all about, sci-fi action in space. It was more about the continuing journey of the characters and how they dealt with their issues. And I'm noticing there are still no dragons there, Iris. Iris, you made me go off on a tangent. I was talking about Star Trek, and now you're making me upset because there are no dragons for me to be the Lord of, aside from the 2 that I have. Matter of fact, one of them is what allows me to be the Lord of the Dragons. Here, come over here. Ignore the dancing cactus in the tuxedo. You know you want to come over here. No. You don't get to do that anymore. So decrees I, Lord of the Dragons. Pretty sure you're not actually the Lord of the Dragons. You know what? Prove otherwise, hon. Prove otherwise. Silly rogue. You can't compete with the Lord of the Dragons. Okay, so I was pretty dismissive of Dragonfall when I first picked it up. Actually, I'm starting to think, yeah, this is a pretty good spell. You really need to learn the ins and outs of it, the little nuances, but once you learn that, once you learn that you can set a Dragon Arcana to be your signature, and Dragonfall will keep using it without essentially using up the signature. Like, it doesn't absorb the spell because you need a signature spell. You actively can't have your signature spell removed, which is why it's never a target for Nocturne or Song. Like, you actually cannot ever have it removed. So, when you realize that, and you understand what Dragonfall does, it suddenly becomes a lot better. And I imagine it's not... You could get a lot of work done with both Dragon Surge and Dragon Arc. And even though I'm not a fan of Dragon Circuit, again, I really think that there is work that could be done here. Sir, I need the Crimson Clover. If we're gonna do business, we're gonna need that Crimson Clover. There is no arguing, there is no debating. I am the Lord of the Dragons, and I will not falter. That has got to be the fastest. Oh, hey, Jade's Chakra Locket. Now, I had said yesterday, and as far as I know, it's still the truth, that Jade's Jewel Tiara does not give you the attack power bonus that it says it does. Now, once again, because I realized that Dragonfall doesn't necessarily show its effects when you're in your house, it's possible that Jade's Jewel Tiara also doesn't show its effect until you're in the trial. So, I may be a little off on that. I can do some more testing later. I will let you guys know the results of that, because I would love it if Jade's Jewel Tiara was still, like, the best thing going for you. At least as far as damage ups is concerned. I should say damage ups are concerned. I swear I know English. Huh. Silly man, the Lord of the Dragons is not scared of purple fireballs. Even if they are. Okay, sir. Crimson Clover. You suck. Are you aware that I might be the devil in this world? Well, if you are, then I just hit you for a decent amount of damage plus shock. So get over yourself. Okay, this run is really good. Like, I've got to say, I mean, this run seems very strong. Iris. It's alright, as said, even without being able to absorb other Dragon Arcana, you still have quite a bit of power just having the one, be it Circuit, Surge, or... Is there anything here that I really need? I'm gonna say no. Actually... Yes, give me the Bowser Shell. Actually, I think it's better than Calcifying Bone Mail, but don't get me wrong, classifying? What? Really what I was about to say is classifying. Jesus Christ. My English, it is not strong today. But you know it is strong. My ability to have my Arcana interrupted by a ghoul. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? I was going to say my ability to command dragons, and then slam him in the face with the Dragonfall and go, ha 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 ha. You never stood a chance. But no, he interrupted me. He interrupted my Arcana. What a rude person. Creature. It's a ghoul, after all. Wait, if only I had Dagger of Midas or Mercenary's Dagger. Wow, you've got some range. I should be upset about that, but I'm just kind of looking at that shot, just going, well done, well done. Managed to reach me from 150 yards away? That's bloody impressive. I can't go anywhere near that far. By the way, I am a fan of British humor, if you haven't been able to tell. Alright. Yep, throw out the electrics. Owie. Well, that's... Oh. X button, stop. Yes, I know, you need a cleaning. I don't even know what happened, but you need a cleaning. After this run is pretty quick. Normally it takes me about another 10 minutes to get here, but... And sweep the area with your draconic might. Haha! Have at you, my foe! You are a fool to think you could challenge me! I have knowledge that you do not. Perhaps you didn't know that King Arthur's round table was actually an ellipse. Haha! Dark Sage is losing it, guys. Did he ever have it in the first place? And Sura, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. You think you win every match. I think it's very possible that up until I showed up, you had won every match. Bam! God, does so much damage. Alright, I'm gonna dodge his next attack. There we go. I think that actually makes more sense. Honestly, they both work about as well, so... Oh, you jerk. How dare you. Ha! That's a good way to start a fight. Smooth me. Okay, I thought for sure that was a mistake, but then he waltzed right back into my dragon arcs, so, you know. It might have been dumb, but it's not that dumb if it works. Ow. Hey, Stygian Turtle Shell. Alright, you gonna come over here? Yes, you are. Bitch, don't freeze me. The Lord of the Dragons emerges victorious again, and this is actually one of my speedier runs, I gotta say. No having to backtrack, no need to buy base arcana to give to Song or... Kiss him, you fool! Sorry, I know that joke is getting old, but come on, you gotta love it. I'll try not to say it next time I do that. How about that? But, yeah, no backtracking, no needing to give Song or Nocturne anything. No need to go overboard using my resources. It's just, here's a bunch of things, go wreck shop. And you know what? I did, and it felt good, and now I know what those binoculars do. So, happy times for me, but thank you everyone very much for watching. This has been one of my faster Wizard of Legend runs. And yes, I have gotten the speedrun achievement, which tasks you with going through the whole Chaos Trials in about 20 minutes. I did that when the game first launched, and now with the extra stuff ahead of Sura, that's got to be a much harder achievement to get. So good luck to all of you who are just getting started on the game with that achievement. That one's going to be tricky, but I'm sure it can be done. At any rate, drop me a like, leave me a comment. Those are the two best ways to help me out with YouTube systems and analytics. And I will be back in the near future with some more good stuff for you. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.